The moment he sat down, the room seemed to tilt, not because anyone noticed him, but because he knew, deep in his bones, that he didn't belong there. The soft golden lights, the polished marble floor, the quiet clinking of crystal glasses, this wasn't a place for a man like him. His worn-out shoes, carefully cleaned but still cracked at the edges, whispered the truth louder than any voice could. Yet he stayed seated, clutching the small folded note that had led him here, unaware that in just a few seconds, his life, and someone else's, was about to change forever. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and unexpected miracles, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Kindness Stories. You never know which story might change your heart today. He had almost turned back at the entrance. The towering glass doors alone had felt like a barrier between two different worlds. But then he thought of his daughter, the way she had smiled weakly that morning, pretending she wasn't tired from skipping dinner the night before. That smile had pushed him forward. Everything he did now, every step, every breath, was for her. His name was Armin. A single father. A man who had once dreamed of building something meaningful, but life had slowly stripped those dreams away, piece by piece. What remained was responsibility, heavy, unrelenting, and sacred. After his wife passed away 3 years ago, the world didn't pause for him. Bills still came. Rent still needed to be paid. And his little girl still needed food, warmth, and love. He worked wherever he could, construction sites, delivery jobs, night shifts, anything that paid even a little. But lately, even those opportunities had become scarce. The city had grown harsher, faster, less forgiving. The invitation had come by accident. Or so he thought. A crumpled flyer he found near the bus stop mentioned a private executive networking dinner, exclusive invitations only. It had an address scribbled on it, along with a date and time. At first, he dismissed it. But something about the handwritten note at the bottom caught his eye: opportunity for growth and partnership. Opportunity. That word had echoed in his mind all night. He didn't think he truly belonged there. But he also knew he couldn't afford to ignore even the smallest chance. So he borrowed a shirt from a neighbor, pressed it carefully, and showed up with nothing but hope and a quiet prayer. And now, here he was, sitting at a table clearly meant for someone else. Around him, people spoke in polished tones, their confidence filling the air. Expensive suits, elegant dresses, effortless laughter, everything about them felt distant from his reality. He kept his eyes low, afraid that one glance might expose him completely. But fate had already noticed him. Across the room, she entered. The energy shifted instantly. Conversations softened. Heads turned. Even the staff seemed to stand a little straighter. She was known as one of the most powerful CEOs in the country, a billionaire who had built her empire from nothing. Her name carried weight, respect, and a hint of fear. She walked with purpose, her presence commanding the space without a single word. Yet beneath that composed exterior, she carried something else, memories she had long buried. As she approached the central tables, her assistant whispered something, pointing subtly toward the seating arrangement. She nodded, her gaze scanning the room with practiced ease. And then she froze. It wasn't dramatic at first. Just a pause, a slight tightening of her expression. But in that moment, time seemed to hold its breath. Because sitting at the wrong table, unaware of the storm he had just awakened, was a man she thought she would never see again. Armin. Her pa.